Hi.
Oh God,
Oh God.
your opening is perfect. Yeah.
It was so dark
Well, we
at
gotta
certain
be-
times during the session. I was like, "Wow, this is really intense. This is intense." And then we enter the after show. Hi.
Hey.
Not me and Henry going down to like barely any health for a hot
Oh,
second.
I almost dropped. I was like, oh,
No.
Yay,
Not-
early levels! If we're gonna get something right, we will at least get the intro to the after show right.
Yes.
yeah. I was at 2 hit points, and it was like, okay, this is happening.
That's how you know you're alive. That's how you know you're alive, Henry.
That was horrifying.
I just have a little sound clip I need to play for everybody. Are you ready?
I'm scared.
Please.
Okay.
Easy now, ugly little man Peach. Release from a shoe.
Yeah, we're talking Bailey's from a shoe. I'm all Greg. I couldn't help it.
I fucking lost it. Oh,
Same. No,
oh my
I know you said it was okay to laugh on stream, but I was dying.
All I heard before M muted was "Hee." And I was like,
yeah, no. Absolutely insane. I was like, fucking are you? I had to stay out. Like traditionally on the Heroes and Hooligans channel, whenever we do a fireside, it's traditionally DM free, right? Like we usually do it on a night that the DM is not available to do on our regular nights, or it's a night where the characters kind of sit around and talk to each other like they're sitting around a campfire, or like during a long rest, you know. So I had all of the plans in the world to just like stay backstage, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be back here. You fucking old Gregged me, and I'm like, yep, I'm muted. This is great. I'm done.
it was right there. All I heard was, yeah, something with jazz. And I was like, you like jazz? You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? I'm all Greg. It just all happened at once. I couldn't help myself.
Oh,
No,
God.
It is such a natural follow-up to you in the interim between sessions being like, I stole bread from a baby.
God.
Yes,
One time when I was 18.
Oh
Let's
my
talk
God.
about that. Let's clue our
God.
audience in on
God.
kind of some of the backstage, behind the scenes, off-stream role play, and some of the things that your characters have been working on for, you know, the last week or so, since you auditioned and became members of the band.
Oh my God, these people have no lives. They do nothing but RP all day long.
No. We
have
do. We're
lives, we
just
just don't
very
do it.
tired.
We're just
Hey,
very
Fred,
tired.
hold on.
What?
It's
Maybe
worth
they've
it.
just figured out the secret to life.
No, I mean,
I'm sorry.
we do not apologize, okay? Wine Mom and Whiskey Dad, #forever, all right? And also, Henry and Cece forever. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill.
The simpiest simp.
I will high five you right now.
Oh God, it's so barfy, bro. I'm just like, oh, this guy. Oh,
It's so cute though. It's so
It's
cute,
not.
though.
For the audience, we have done virtually nothing this past week. Nothing. We have
It's
accomplished
true.
nothing.
Really?
Except
Okay,
like being dramatic as fuck.
I mean,
we
you
got some
named the
songs.
band.
Every day a new crisis.
I'm
Sometimes
not gonna
two.
lie. I absolutely love the band name.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I do
yeah.
too. I had to search all the way in the back to find the ones that we were talking about when we were looking at them. I had to like scroll all the frick way back.
I don't know. It felt super natural of like, okay, yeah, tomorrow's problem, because it is a callback to that first session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that's a tomorrow problem, which I guess now means that it's our problem because that's our band name.
No.
But also literally, like every single day, there has been a new crisis. Sometimes two.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Jesus.
if we're lucky, 3.
If we're lucky, three.
Okay. All right, listen. So the talking furniture got old really fast. That was entertaining up to Elvis Presley, and then I was like, okay. Yeah.
Are you fucking shitting all over both of my nuts? Got you so hard.
Motherfucker. Like, Elvis Presley killed me, and I was just like, I'm active on Twitter throughout the week, and so I had kind of posted, like, what do you do when your party is super active in their out of session role play and you're like the DM and you're not in a position to, like, the campaign hasn't even started yet. I'm like, what do I do? Okay, the furniture talks now. This is a thing. That's what's going to happen. It's a fucking thing here. And then, like, every little thing we just kept stacking on, like, yeah, you could roll on this. Thanks to Mads for giving me the endless amounts of D100 tables. That's
Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, you gave me the tools to torture your bandmates, and I fully intend to use them. It's awesome.
I love it. I love it. I also hate it, but I do love it.
I just thought it was so amazing to play a character who has no clue what's going on. And you guys made it so easy because I would like log off for 2 hours and come back and there were 89 things in the book. And after a while, I was just like, never mind. I'm not reading it. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It's so good.
I type super fast and I send messages the way that I think, which means they are very erratic.
Same. It's a problem.
So there is a lot of message.
There's an issue.
There is long messages that happen in very quick succession.
Okay, but we have to talk about the curses.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like,
Jesus Christ.
So
that was horrible.
Flip and Lever being two people who are not overly active in the out of session role play really didn't have the same kind of shenanigans through the last week that you guys did, because you guys are there and I'm just like, oh, they're going to eat this up. All right, let's do it. Roll me a random dice and I'm going to find you some random shit to be wrong with you, because why the hell not? Campaign hasn't started. It's not going to affect the long run. It's something fun, yada, yada. It builds character, builds story, gives you, things to do outside. It's helped you guys, figure out band names, figure out how to cope with each other, figure out that you have two bandmates that want to hump, those kind of things.
It's more than that. We love each other.
You have known each other for like maybe a week. You don't get to say you love each other.
You can't marry a man you just met.
No, you can't
love him.
The Disney campaign's on Wednesdays. This is Tuesday.
He is a Disney prince.
Voodoo's Day.
God damn it, stop making me be a mom.
You signed up for this, Mom. Lean on Whiskey Dad.
I think that's the other thing that we didn't expect coming, is me taking on this Whiskey Dad persona.
You said in stream tonight, you're like, all right, Whiskey Dad's coming. I died. I was like, yeah.
Can we talk about the sequence of literally, like, probably me shoving Cordelia out of the way, and then Mads shoving Cordelia out of the way?
Yes.
No, I didn't say I shoved Cordelia. I never said I shoved Cordelia out of the way. I just said I get in there.
I just full on assumed that when I left you guys to deal with the other problem, I was like, I could just get to the doorway. That's as far as I get, and I'll do things. And then you people come in. It's like, okay, you couldn't ask for me to move? Oh, fine, okay. That's fine.
Casual murderer Madalena Medusa strikes again.
Yep. We're here for that.
Well, those little quick links, yeah, thank you to the audience for that, right? Because that was an audience provided random encounter, because we have that, right? Our Twitch channel has where you can cash in your viewer points to do things that affect the game, and we haven't had those really used much in a while, and so it was kind of funny to see your fireside session gets kicked a random encounter, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah. No, it's great. I really enjoyed
those little
it.
quick links were great. And plus it kind of gave you some sort of like, oh, it was these fairies here messing with us the whole time reason of why shit's been chaotic as fuck.
Yeah.
It gave us an outlet.
Yeah.
And we need to circle back to the curses, because we got off topic about that.
Oh, God, we did.
Us get off topic? No, never.
No.
I know, right?
Shock and awe.
But yes, we were cursed for like 3 days, people. 3 days.
And they ranged wildly and were extremely like targeted and specific.
Oh my
So
gosh.
so specific.
But they weren't though. I literally had you roll dices.
No, that's the
I know.
amazing part. It's
I
so
know.
incredible that literally it targeted basically all of our either weaknesses or insecurities.
It was the equivalent of like a language arts class where you're like, okay, we're reading into the poem so much, but if you ask the author, they're like, the drapes were just fucking red.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, they're screaming at me because they're grossed out by me making out with someone else. That's why the drapes are that way.
That's fine. You actually listen to the curtains.
Yeah, I'm still salty you listened to the curtains and not me.
It's okay for everyone.
The talking disdained curtains is probably my greatest thing of life. Like,
Elvis Presley is still top for me. Like that.
oh yeah, like I had Charlie come in, and he's fancy Charlie. He has the accent on his I on the last part of his name. He's Charlie, like he's fancy. And so like I was just like, oh yeah, you can take a nap here, Cordelia. It's okay. Vent away. All you need to do. And I was like, all right, talking chair. This is over with. And then I was like, this chair, this dancing bar stool is gonna do some blue suede shoes. So let's do it. Because I
It was
think
nothing but a
Jason-
hound dog.
Yeah, nothing but a hound dog. That's right. Because Jason was in RP, and so I knew he would get the reference, and like he loves music. So I was like, all right. So you guys are around. I'll give you some silly references. So let's do it.
Yeah.
But let's start in scale. So like Henry's wasn't that bad in scale. And then just progressively from there, it gets worse.
I mean, Henry was blind, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cece had to always tell the truth and felt compelled to like tell the truth.
Yep.
Delia was stuck in this mindset of planning this masquerade that actually doesn't fucking exist. Mads was shrunk down to pocket size, and then Flip and Lever were not dumb enough to come and play with Jesus, so they didn't have any issues.
I had arguably the largest and smallest problem.
Yeah.
And, well, not to mention that you made your own problem.
Oh
You're like,
yeah, that
I'm
was
in hell.
very fun.
I'm in hell.
Of events happened because we are dramatic little bookworm Broadway nuts and we live for tension. And it led to like me passing out, and when I woke up was when the curse hit. So I was like, yep, I'm in hell.
I'm dead.
Like I'm dead and I'm in hell.
I died.
Fucking
and now
great.
I'm still surrounded by all these people.
I'm surrounded by
Yeah, you swore up and down you were dead, and everybody's like, but you're not dead. You're like, no, I'm fucking dead. And I think I popped in randomly, and you were just like, nothing could make this worse. And I'm like, oh yeah, you just shrunk another centimeter. And you're like, I am. Yep, I'm in hell.
That seals it.
I double down when I feel the need to.
Which, by the
And you
way,
hurt the boy. You hurt the boy.
The boy hurt himself.
Well, that
on a
too.
light
is true.
note, I
But
did have
Mads
fun with
hurt
the
the boy.
masquerade. That was fun.
I still think we should do it.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Not
I mean-
anymore. She did like
Oh, she did get rid of the plans. Damn.
She
Does that mean you deleted
deleted
the Pinterest?
She just threw the plans on the floor. It's not like Zai's here to take them.
No, she tore them up.
no, she left them. She didn't tear them
Oh.
up. She crumpled them almost like they were about to tear.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like that moment when you're just so mad and your hands are shaking and like you can feel like just one move and you could tear this up. You could do it.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're saying the ball's gonna happen.
And you are not getting a stag mask.
No.
Oh, that is something we also need to clarify is this joke of baby deer, because it will
Yep.
come up.
Yep.
Fucking
And gay chicken.
And
Gay
gay chicken.
chicken.
Yes. Our new emoji or like hashtag. There has to be something that the audience can like do to be like, yes, gay chicken moment. We want it. Yes.
Can we
But yes-
commission a rainbow chicken emoji?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I also want an emoji for like when we need Flip and Lever to come in with common sense and survival. Like, please.
We're just
Okay,
like,
but
four
can you
of-
guys seriously explain the gay chicken both for any audience and for your fellow players who may not have been able to figure that out by trying to read through the back chat?
Oh God.
Yeah. Do you want to take that, Mom?
Okay. So basically, it's more or less the dynamic before everything went to absolute shit. Was I fully intended to like play this unspoken gay chicken with Mads, just full
It's so
on,
good.
It's so good.
and just full on. The whole point is, if you catch feelings first, you lose. I'm gonna win this. It's gonna be great. And then things went to shit, and now we just like keep up these moments of there are soft moments. It's so nice. Gay chicken. You catch your feelings or not?
I'm not gonna lie. It's not a dynamic that I expected.
Who's the band HR manager? Isn't there something against the boss sleeping with the employees or something in the contract?
Is
or-
it in the contract, Delia?
The contract.
Is it in the contract?
I have no intention of actually sleeping with her.
Yet.
Tease. Yes.
Yet.
I
don't know what's
fully
gonna
intend
happen?
to tease.
The wind blows a different way, and then
The wind will change. Gay chicken will fall.
No.
But
no, it will not.
but no, this wasn't a dynamic that I expected. Because me as a player, I've never done a PC romance. And for the viewers, we are committed to the slowest fucking burn you can ever imagine. Like, you want something to happen? Well, guess what? There's no point redeemed for this. It's on our terms. But it's so interesting, this dynamic between Mads and Cordelia, because we are two very hard exteriors. And we bump heads, but we also understand what is behind those walls and that armor. Some of us are better at admitting it than others.
Especially
But
when they think they're
it's
in
so
hell.
interesting. It's so interesting, and it's gonna be really cool to see how it comes to play in session.
Yeah.
And it is worth noting for the entire party that that Kayla and I have been aggressively messaging each other back and forth, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? We could do this. So some things that made it into roleplay, it was us checking in with each other before we sent it. And it turned into us saying, like, time to summon the chickens. And every time, within seconds,
We are there.
We're there.
We are ready. We need like a
the
deer.
fun ones
we need
were when
deer
Hooli
as well.
appeared too.
That was awesome.
Oh, I would live for chaos. Like, Kayla and I met in a West Marches style server where she was already a server admin and was like DMing some of the events, but she just was like, I do not want to do anything past these little events. Just like, she hated it. And so I eventually became like a DM there too. And one of my favorite things to do in the role play was pop in and fuck with the characters, because we did that because it was like an active world role-playing server. So it was just like things were happening all the time. So for the first time in a long time, because none of my other campaigns have a side roleplay channel, so for the first time in a long time, I was like, oh my god, I can pop in and fuck with these kids. This is so fantastic. I'm doing it. And then I did. You're welcome.
And
And I think in
go.
nope.
So about the baby deer thing,
Well, I think that was Mads that initially coined baby deer.
It wasn't actually. It was Delia.
Haha.
Full credit for that goes to Delia.
when did that moment start? Was that when we were? Oh, that was when we were dancing, wasn't it?
No, it was when you
The
were
baby
fighting.
deer.
It was when we were fighting.
No. You guys started fighting. It was fun. I said something on purpose to ruin the moment and embarrass you, and then you started dancing, and it was so sweet.
No, you did not ruin the moment. Henry did. Because
Okay.
all I did was I fell into his chest, and then he goes, "Yeah, Cordelia can teach you," and I was like, cool. And I just turned and walked. Nothing to do with Delia. I was just like, oh, you don't want to dance with me? Cool. And I just turned and walked.
And he was completely oblivious about it. Of like, well, it seemed like Cordelia is a really good dance teacher.
And I was like, awesome, great, thanks. And I just walked away.
And then, of course, Whiskey Dad has to come up, hand on the shoulder. You fucked up, son.
You fucked up,
Go
buddy.
fix it.
Go get her.
I regret encouraging that every day. I regret that we encouraged
You're
it.
going to continue to regret it because we will never let it go.
I have never done a PC romance before. Joe has exclusively done PC romances.
I've only been in 2 campaigns.
And that is 100% success right there.
I
So
have also never done a PC romance, and I've been playing for over 5 years.
I'm so happy to be your first. Whoa, wait, what's happening? Why did we?
Why did we
Oh,
turn
okay.
around?
I was
Jesus?
like, oh, Jesus. Huli just changed the background. I got very confused. Ah. Now you're
Jesus,
just fucking
stop.
with me. But yeah, no. How dare you?
I'm shocked that you went with a thumbs up and not a middle finger. Come back and do it.
My face hurts so bad. I'm crying.
I'd
But
like
we
to
will
take
not
this.
stop. That what you will not thwart us.
Yeah,
What were you saying, Kayla?
I'd like to take this moment to thank Flip and Lever for being the sane ones in this group. Thank you.
And it's the funny thing is usually they're the two fucking comedic reliefs, but they're not this time.
Well, I mean, Lever does
How
come
are
in.
they also kind of are
Yeah.
simultaneously.
They break the tension.
I mean, if the sane one is somebody that's literally been topside for maybe a 10-day, we've got issues, y'all.
I
Hey,
think
we
it's
had
going to
to
be
get-
very different in session. It's going to be different
Oh,
in
yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Well, and as we keep saying, when we leave the house,
Yeah. When we
Yeah.
leave the house, it'll all be different.
Like my
Oh, you guys thought
absolute
this campaign was
applause.
taking place outside of this house? Oh, that's funny.
My absolute
God.
hat
the service
off
was inside the
to
house.
The call's
my
coming from
absolute hat
inside the
off to
house.
over caffeinated Flip.
I loved that. That was
That
so
was
good.
So funny.
Yes, I love that.
You introduce a fairy to caffeine, it's gonna get silly.
It's like that fucking squirrel from Hoodwinked.
Yep, that was exactly what I thought of.
Yes.
Except time didn't slow down and Flip didn't move at super speed, but we can get there.
The moment you were like, we're normal, I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Just let him at the coffee pot again.
Seriously though, thank you for that. I needed that laugh at the
It
time.
was so funny.
God.
I'm just watching the background change, just delighted.
Oh yeah,
I
you're welcome.
am.
The
I was just-
colors,
Ah.
all
The
colors.
shapes and colors, the likes of which I've never seen.
Yeah, so well, StreamYard, right? Like, there's several DMs on our Heroes and Hooligans channel. Jason, me, and Alex, who DMs on Thursday nights. Well, I had figured out that there's different quote unquote profile settings, I suppose you can say, where you can set it to have like different color schemes and video clips and overlays and all of the shit that we use through the streams for different stuff. So I started adding extra ones in there for all my different stuff because I have 30 fucking videos for my Wednesday campaign, and I don't want all of that stuff mixed together to try to scroll through it in the middle of session. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I was looking for something, and I thought I had it loaded in there, but I didn't. That's why I was flipping through. I wasn't being an asshole, I promise. For once.
No, that's just
Surprising.
me. That's me.
I mean, fair.
That's both of us, yeah.
We're all assholes,
Little bit
okay?
little bit more weighted on one side than the other. To your credit.
The juxtaposition of Team Gay Chicken / Team Baby Deer is very funny and very funny to witness, especially like in the RP of like you'll have two scenes going simultaneously with two completely different vibes.
And
Yeah, no, like we'd be like having a very intense conversation, or you'd be bringing me down from having an episode and they'd be arguing with each other. Or like it was so crazy to like read that kind of stuff and like look at it and be like, oh my god.
I think the other interesting thing is like in the middle of all of this, like Henry and Mads actually like have this really cool dynamic.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's been really interesting to see that form, and just it is a really, everyone in the house has a, I keep saying in the house like we're on a reality show.
Everyone in the house.
Everyone in the house
Except for
God.
fucking Brittany.
She dropped my hair.
Real
has been
world
building
playroom.
dynamics, and I love Henry and Mads. They've been going such interesting places, and I was so happy that Henry got to be the one sent up to go and get Mads.
That'd be
who
like,
else
do you
would
want-
it be?
real world Dungeons and Dragons. Imagine the comedy that would come from a campaign like that, right? Like where you're just like set living in a dungeon. It's like a handful of you living in a dungeon. It's like the same, couple of you go through, and it's just like every week you have like a little challenge that you have to do. That'd be kind of interesting. Thanks for that idea. I'll write that down.
I played Danganronpa. I know that's a bad idea.
So what I'm hearing is we're all gonna move in together into a giant dungeon and just play D&D for the rest of our lives. I'm here for it.
I'm
go.
down. Here we go.
Let's go. I can
What
work from
happens when
home.
6 bards.
I can work from home. Let's do it. And in the
Start
morning, I'm
getting
making waffles.
I think we also need to
that's my
talk
job.
about this opening rant.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yes,
Really.
Yes, Mom.
Okay.
There was a point where I was like,
here's
oh,
me
there's
talk-
more. There's more to this.
Okay.
There's more.
Basically, I was told this will end in like 3 days. I just went, oh, so I have time to plan my reaction. Got it. And that was the reaction. The end.
I love your explanation. Thank you.
Your explanation is so much shorter than the actual, like.
Well, and it's interesting because all of us in the chat, like kind of questioned of like, oh, she's not killing us instantly. And like we eventually, came to, different realizations, but it was like, oh, when she comes out of this, we're all gonna die. But no, that's not the person she was angry at.
Haha. Joke's on you. Joke's
We're like,
on you.
we're gonna die. I am in danger.
You have
No,
no
we
idea
would have
how
been-
much.
Nope.
Stop playing gay chicken on live.
I was just
God.
gonna say, hey, chicken.
Right. You
At
have
least
no
we
idea
get
how
to
much I
know.
laughed about like every time you guys were like, she's gonna kill us. I'm like, oh, you poor babes. No. Keep
I
living
will
in
say-
fear, though.
I will say she would have killed us if you would have played so close.
That's why you want. I was turning that off because I was like, you've had a long day, and that's a whole song that you just like. That no, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. And I was like trying to eve my way back out of it so I can move to something else.
Yeah.
But-
I liked Tomorrow Tonight though. That was fun.
That was good.
Tomorrow Tonight should be the name of the after show.
Yes.
Oh,
I like it.
I mean, we can change it from ending on high notes to.
I like ending on high notes too. Maybe we call it Tomorrow Tonight, ending on high notes.
Sure. We can do that. We can call it that.
gotta have that tie-in.
But yeah, it's been a pretty eventful week in your back chat of taking the time to get to know each other. So you have a party that quote unquote knows each other rolling into the campaign. It's been an interesting set of learning about your companions. And what a better way to learn about your companions when you're all suffering some sort of insanity or some sort of loss or, you know, whatever. It was a lot of fun. Sitting there for 20 minutes after I told you to roll a dice and everybody starts panicking and I'm messaging Jason like I literally just wanted to watch him panic when I told him to roll a dice was the greatest thing on the planet.
I was cackling.
Oh, we were afraid.
I was laughing so hard.
It's like, wait, what? What?
I think also like,
oh my god.
I think it was also the Jesus jokes that have made this so entertaining.
Oh yeah.
God has abandoned us.
Yeah, because God is smart and realizes, no, I want nothing to do with this.
Go off, Mom.
We're your problem now, Mom. Legally.
Yeah, Jesus has left fat. They're your problem now.
I know. I regret it.
Well,
Hey,
so
you're
in
the one
that
that
moment,
you said you wanted to be the band manager, so I made you the band manager.
I can't play an instrument or sing. I can't.
I mean, okay, well, you didn't have to. You're doing the momager thing like a champ.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
I can't call you mommy anymore.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You
you
so
can.
can.
Step on me, mommy.
Gay chicken. Gay chicken.
Gay
Poultry dice.
Invoke the contract.
Poultry guys, that
Poultry guys.
slayed me.
Invoke the contract. Fall into your own trap.
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
that.
I am no longer required to sleep with clients. Fuck you. No.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Oh my god.
This is why you need an entertainment lawyer.
So-
Yeah, we actually have a lawyer that is on the channel. Let me get Alex to come in and.
Oh yeah. He's a
So
prosecutor.
if we can return to the moment where you popped in and we're like roll a d8, I can explain why 2 of us were cackling and 2 of us were panicking. And it was because Kayla and I saw you typing. Em and Joe did not. So you just appeared to them, but we saw, oh, Hoolie's typing. And so we got to watch the baby deer just like run around panicked.
I mean, it is mildly amusing, right? Like,
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love the fact that you guys are active in the roleplay channel throughout the week because it gives extra stuff to when we come to actual session, right? So it just like adds more fuel to the fire. Like, you have given me so much to take away from you during the campaign, like in just this very short little bit of time. Keep it up. I love it.
We do the try.
I
feel
do
like
need
I-
to send you an edited version of my backstory because there was more added to it just through the roleplay.
Yeah, I feel like we need to, like, things have just, organically developed. It's like, I feel like I need to add that. I need to send that to Holly. Oh, God. I think I have siblings now.
I would love for this campaign to always end with, and session 1 will be next week. Tune in.
Oh my God.
And we'll be like a year in, like, and just hold out. Session 1 next week.
It
Well, we
will
didn't
be the
really
Christmas
get there.
episode.
Well, no,
Can we talk about Henry believing in the Yule witches?
A
Because they're
very
real.
special.
They
'Cause
are
they're
real. They're my
real.
best friends.
They're real and they're watching me.
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. I can't.
They're
Oh,
real. They're real. I'm telling
that
you.
a thing?
They're real.
Magic is real and so is my frog, okay?
Don't.
I will bring Boggy into this.
Don't. We're going to throw a book at you.
Be nice to women.
Respect women.
yeah. So yeah, on that note, episode 1 next week. Next week. For real. Episode 1.
Yes, for real,
real?
we made it.
For real?
For real.
Realsies?
The For
For
real
real, please.
episode 1.
And now,
March.
welcome to season 2.
Yes.
Welcome to season 2.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce us next week. Yeah, welcome back to season 2 of Echoes of Zeppelin campaign.
Oh, you haven't heard of us? Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
we're totally famous. Totally famous group of Oops All Bards. Totally famous.
Totally.
Look at all our character development. Clearly,
So
we
much
missed
character
something.
development.
That's okay,
I'm just
guys.
glad
That's
I know.
okay.
I'm still working on our Britney Spears cover, y'all.
which one are
Yeah.
we doing?
It's okay.
Oops, the
Season
party's
2.
all bards.
Season 2 is tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're forever my problems, guys. Oh my god.
Mwah.
Thank
Aw.
you, Jesus.
We love
God
you,
has
Jesus.
Oh,
Thanks,
God hasn't
Jesus.
forsaken us.
thanks, Jesus.
Is it me, Jesus?
I
Oh.
will warn you, Huli, there will be a Book of Mormon joke at some point.
Make all the
Hello,
jokes.
would you like to change religions? I have a free book written by Jesus. It will
Yes.
come.
I mean, that sounds epic, I suppose.
I'm here for it.
And on that
Watch it.
note, bye.
Bye.
Bye.